Hi there. Welcome back to another live stream. Today, I should be able to finish with gathering a data set, which I'm creating from my own Raspberry Pi camera. Yesterday I spent a lot of time gathering a lot of photos about the basically I created a lot of stills from video clips that I took from my own Raspberry Pi camera. Okay, I think I can still do one more. I had just under 500, and I wanted to reach that magical number. Okay, so I need to just go back and remember where I was. Hard drive, camera. I think I had reached this one. They are having a lot of fun, the foxes. Okay, so I'm going to take images from here. So I'm going to open VLC first, which is the tool I'm using right now to collect stills. I hope you can hear me all right. So I have I'm not opening anything yet. So I'm going to preferences. There's like a setting in VLC that allows me to use basically take frames from a video clip. I normally change the file prefix to make sure that I don't overwrite any previous pictures I've created. This is the directory. Then the format I can pick. Then I can do the recording rate, so I can do 1 every 20. Maybe I'll do 1 every 10 just to be a bit more. I have a little bit more. Right, so I'm going to open now this with VLC. And I should be able to see, not here, but this folder is going to have lots of images. I can sample some of them. At the end, I'm going to just delete the ones which have no fox. There should be a few. Okay, fox is back. So then I still have to do collect images from. I have some birds, not too many, but I'm not really too worried about the identifying birds, to be honest. I want to identify cats. Not that, I mean, I have plenty of cats, so I definitely want to know when they are there. In fact, my idea is at some stage I want to ignore completely cats. I just want foxes. You know, or something else that I don't know what is. You never know what shows up. Keep going. I promise we'll get to the fun part at some stage. Once the data set is gathered, I only have a little bit more to go for foxes. I'm not sure where I can use this image here. Fox is just halfway. Okay, this one I can. So once I have this data set collected, then I'll experiment mixing my own data set from my own garden with the data set I've gathered from the internet. And the idea is I want to see what are the side effects of mixing. I would expect, for example, if I only use this data set, even with transfer learning, I would be probably making my model more accurate in my garden. But as soon as I put the camera somewhere else, it will probably not be as accurate. But I can mitigate that probably by mixing it with images from the internet, which are completely random, right? So it would be interesting to see with these experiments what happens in terms of accuracy of, it really depends as well what you really want to achieve, right? Because right now I'm only focusing on my own setting, right? My own garden. So I'm going to try and get best results for that. Yeah. Okay, so I've collected all the images. Okay, so I'm going to delete stuff I don't want. Delete, delete. You can see a fox here, but the camera wouldn't know what it is. Should I? Okay, here I should be able to keep it. Delete, delete. So I'm hoping at some point someone who has some I'll probably ask for people if they have any data sets of their own, which they've gathered from their own gardens or from their own houses. Then I can maybe make my data set a bit better, so I don't recognize just foxes. Maybe I can also recognize bears if you live in America. And, well, I used to live in Colorado. They have bears there. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I would love to. Maybe I would love to see a bear, but not get too close to it, obviously. They're big and scary. More than foxes. If I'm worried about a fox, then imagine a bear. Oops. Okay, I can see the fox here. Come on, show up. Make yourself a bit more clear. Okay, now I can keep it. All right. Delete. They run very fast, and they like to play these foxes. Oh, okay, now I can keep it. Delete, delete, and delete. Okay. I can delete this. I don't need to keep every single frame of the fox. I just want to have high quality frames. Oh, okay. Delete something. Okay, this is good. Obviously, I could with this tail. I could identify a fox. What else can it be? Maybe a cat. Okay, fox again. Keep going. One thing I noticed is the pre-trained model I had the bias towards dogs. You know, everything in my garden was a dog, and sometimes a cat. I did have lots of cats, so okay, right. Okay, so just trying to look. Okay, I can see a fox here, but I'm going to do it this once for now until I see it more clearly. Come on, just move. I have plenty of images. I don't need these ones. It just stays there. Oh, okay. It's moving now. Okay, now I can keep it. Okay, at this stage, I can keep this one. This one. I'll take this one away. Keep it. Keep it. Keep it. Keep it. Okay, I have plenty of pictures now. This one I can remove it. Wow. Okay. So I have plenty of. So just this video alone is giving me more than 50 images of foxes. That should be enough. I have a total of 500. Okay. So I have enough here. It's just this folder now has 195 images of foxes. So for me, there are enough foxes now. How many we have? We have about. Oh, what happened there? Why is it compressing? I think I put it in the wrong place. Here. Should be here. So I have 400. What? I thought I had more. Come on. No. I didn't. I think I made a mistake. So it went. It's a Control Z. Can be a tricky one. But thankfully, I think I copied here. So I know the prefix is here. This was the folder where I. It's fine. No. So I should have plenty. So it's 629. I have fine. So I'm actually going to rename. So testing. So maybe I should call it my garden. And then internet. So I'm going to call it something more like descriptive. So internet dataset for the images that I've gathered from the internet and from other Kaggle datasets. And then I named this my garden dataset for the images I've collected myself. Okay. So I need to increase my number of birds. I only have like 26. And then I only have, let's see how many cats I have. I have even less cats. Let's find out. Let's do some work then. Okay, so I have temp. I'm going to open. Let's open one of the birds files. Hopefully, I have plenty of birds here. Not huge amount, but okay. Let's see. The small birds. Wow, there's quite a lot of birds actually. It's just, I don't know. And this one is actually quite strange. What's that bird? Is that like a crow? It's like gathering something for his nest. Okay. Okay, this is an interesting one, but it's quite tricky to capture this. I'm wondering, do I really care enough about birds that I want to really detect them that well? Because realistically, if it mistakes a bird for what? It can't mistake a bird for a dog, can it? The worst case scenario, it doesn't detect the bird, and so what? The only concern I have is that if it always if it identifies everything as birds. Okay, let me not be lazy. I'm going to open VLC and I'm going to try and get as many birds as I have patience for. Should I start with cats? Let's start with cats first. And I'll go to birds. I'm really hoping to finish this today. I don't think anyone wants to watch me create a data set of birds, but you know. 14. Okay, let's do maybe birds, right? So many birds actually. Right, so I have here the temporary folder. Oh, it's taking everything as a fox. I'm going to stop it. I want this to be correctly named. Feel free to ask questions if you join the stream. I'm here to answer any questions. So birds. Hey, so gathering birds now. Yes, it's going to be quite tricky to identify them because they are so small. You know, what so tiny. It just seems like this bird is building a nest. Or was it? It fruit away. So gathering some sticks. Must be nesting. So you might be wondering, why am I gathering birds from my own garden when I could just use the birds data set? That's like thousands and thousands of birds. Well, the problem with that is that they are framed in a way that they are very big and they're very easy to identify. But when you have a camera like this, they are very tiny. So, well, the pre-trained model alone, without any kind of further training, any transfer learning, it wouldn't be able to detect this very well. But to be honest, I'm not really a bird watcher. I'm just doing this because, good question, why am I trying to identify birds? But never mind. Okay, I have birds, cats, and foxes, right? Actually, I've had some really interesting bird like land on my roof, and I was like just in front of. He was just in front of me. It was a hawk, right? So if I had a hawk coming to my garden, I would want to know about it. But they normally like to go to high places, so the roof would probably be the best place for them to be found. Okay, so we must have hundreds of pictures now. It's going to be a nightmare to actually understand, see it. If you have any questions, let me know. It might not be clear what I'm actually trying to do. Okay, a few more seconds, and then I can just delete any images that I don't want. You saw that? 5 passed? Yeah, right. Okay, so let's close this and deal with the other images we have. Yeah, we have a bird here on the frame. I can see it. Okay, here I don't. I'm wondering, maybe I should exclude birds which are tiny birds, because there's no. I'm just thinking I'm going to spend a lot of time and it's not going to really have any purpose. I don't care. The type of birds I was thinking more about is like a hawk, right? Or some, well, even a pigeon is easier. I don't mind a pigeon, but I don't really like pigeons. Like, oh, this type of bird. I forgot the name. What's it called? It's like, they're quite annoying birds. They make a lot of noise. All right. Okay, this one I can gather. So I can get this one. In the meantime, I'll check the other ones. Is there anything useful here? Okay, I have a pigeon. But I also have a person, right? So this could. Okay, a pigeon here. More pigeon. Bird. It's tiny. Probably won't do it. Here, what do I have? Don't have anything. Oh, I have a pigeon again. Okay, I have a crow. Crow is okay to add. So anything like as big as a pigeon or a crow, I will include it. I have two crows here. Nice. Oh, look, this bird just went past. Okay. Right, so let's see, it's finished. So I can go and get all my images and then copy them to the correct folder. So one, two. So I'm going to delete everything that's not. So you might be thinking, why do I want to identify birds? And I just thought a very good reason. You see, I have here a fig tree, and birds like figs a lot, especially pigeons. So I could actually create some kind of scarecrow, which could be triggered by the Raspberry Pi every time it sees a pigeon. Yeah, I don't know, make some noise. That would definitely annoy the neighbors. It can do many things. I know what to do without annoying the neighbors. I can just water the I don't know, trigger some kind of jet stream. Okay, I can see the bird here. I can keep it. In fact, there's two birds. I don't know what that one is, but they look like they are together. Okay, I can keep this. Okay, this last one. So I have a few pictures of birds. I have about, let's see how many I have. So I have 80. Okay, let's do more files. Oh, this one is the one I just did, right? Okay, this is then another one. I'm not sure. I'm tempted not to use it. Does it matter that it has a person? At the end of the day, I want to exclude people from my events. And the worst case scenario, there, because we are talking about image classification and we are talking about different image classes, but they are not exclusive. So there could be an image which has different types of animal, right, in it, right? So you could have high likelihood of having both. The way we are classifying it, we are taking the highest number for each class. From all the classes that we have a score, we take the highest number. But we could also decide to do something else. Okay, so I'm going to use this one. Okay, I made a mistake. I forgot to change the sequencing. Well, I'll find out if this actually overrides anything. If it does, then I'll start with. I think it does actually. I'll stop it. So I'm going to change the prefix, and this is why it gets really annoying because I have to come here every time. So sin, and I have to just change the prefix to birds too, so I don't overwrite anything from before. And I forgot to remove birds one. Oops, what happened there? Right. So right, so I have more birds. In this case, a pigeon. I can just clean. I think something is wrong with my hanging. Okay, so I have plenty of images actually. That's good. So I have a bird there. Only question I have is like, if it identifies a bird and a cat at the same time, then I just take the highest number. I need to think about that because it's very possible that an image has both animals there, and I don't want to lose the fact that it has a cat just because it has a bird in it as well. Okay. So the classes shouldn't be mutually exclusive. Something I have to bear in mind. Okay, so I'm going to take these images and I should have enough. No, I probably don't have enough birds, but do I really want to have enough birds? Because if I have a lot of birds, it might actually bias towards birds, and I don't want that because I don't care about birds. Well, I care, but not enough that I should. Because we have birds all the time, to be honest. Right, so we have 235. That's enough. I'm going to stay at this number of birds, no more. So I'm going to just collect more cats, and even cats, to be honest. I'm not really that keen. You can see. I don't know if I have this one already. Let me check my existing cats. I don't have it, so I'm going to take this one. So open VLC. And I'm going to do again the same thing over and over again. Scene filters, where is it? Okay, scene filters. I'm going to call it cats 2. And I'm going to close this and open it again. I'll see if I can just skip some of these frames. Saves me from yep. Still not here. Okay, you see the cat now. Let's see. Okay, you can see the cat there. Probably can save myself a bit of time by just doing the initial ones. It's taking a while. Okay. No cat. Okay, so cat now. No cat. I think it went to the other side. So it's not coming back. Oh, it came back. It's finished. So last one. Oh man, I didn't get that many cats. But the question is always, do I really want to have that many cats? Probably a bit more, and then I'll be off. Finished. Find a video with lots of, so it's at least a bit more productive. This one only has. This one could be a good candidate. So let's use this one. filter. Have 3 now, and then I can open with VLC. Right. If you have any questions and you join the stream and you're curious about what I'm doing, yeah, feel free to ask. I'm gathering a data set and I'm almost finished. I'm finishing with cats. I already have foxes and birds. Okay. The cat's showing up. Okay, it's here. And stays a bit longer so I can use this as much as possible. All right, so let's see how many cats I have. How many pictures of cats? So if I ever have a different color cat come to my garden, I think my AI camera might miss it because all it has seen is a brown cat and a black cat. No, but I'm joking because we are doing transfer learning, right? So actually the model itself that we are using as the pre-trained model has seen a lot of cats already. So it shouldn't be too much of a problem because we are not really retraining the whole model. We're only retraining the top layer. And we have now cats, more cats. Okay, come on. How many do we have? Let's see. 150 cats, not too bad. It's quite good actually. If I get another one, I'm quite happy. Maybe the last one. So let's see. Try and find something which has more cats than normal. So I don't. Oh, they always show up at the end. Okay, I'm going to use it. Don't care. So VLC and tools preferences, video filters. Okay, scene filter. Change the prefix cats 4. Oh gosh. And now I'm going to open this again. Oh, tomorrow is so much. Okay, so I'm going to start from here. And so I can see the cat already. Stay as long as possible, please, cat. He saw us. I probably was washing dishes at this stage. Okay, cool. Right. So now, let's see how many cats we have. Cat. No, not here. Wildlife. Okay, so I have plenty of images here. So I have now about I have 240 cats. So I have 500 foxes, 240 cats, and about the same number of birds. The thing is, I know it's out of balance. I could control that, right? I just don't have it. Right. Just do maybe one more. Okay, this one is a bit different. Okay, so it has more frames, so I can use this one. Okay, right, so let's do that. Open with VLC, but I need to change VLC first. The scene filter. Cats 5. We're going to be using the same model, the one we're going to develop, right? We're going to use it to also capture even more data, because once this is working properly, then I should be able to see a lot more often the foxes and cats in my garden. Because right now there's a lot of times where there's like false negatives, and this is why I'm creating a custom trained model, because it works better. Okay. Okay, so I can now. I'm just going to start from the beginning. Delete, no cat, right? Okay, cat is there. I'll make it let it come a bit closer. Okay, so now I can see the cat, so I can assume that it's okay to include it in our model. Okay, there's plenty of pictures here for. Okay, delete this one. Delete this one. Okay, right. Oh gosh. Did I just? Okay, excuse me. Okay, I think now it's all good. So I can just include this in my dataset. So I have now more cats. And how many do I have? I have 300. No, almost 300. So more cats. Yeah, this one is good. So VLC again. Tools, preferences. So scene filters. Okay, it's the next live stream is going to be worth it. I know. Okay, it's always worth it to gather a data set, but it's not really that interesting, right? But in the next live stream, I'll be actually using this data that I've just gathered, and I'm going to train the model, pre-trained model. Like I'll do transfer learning on a pre-trained model, and I'm quite confident I'm going to get much better results than the last time I tried to do it with just data that I gathered from the internet. And this is of course is going to be the model is going to be very focused on my garden, right? Because most of my data is from my garden. But I'll see. I'll do some tests to see how well it generalizes. And oh, okay, I need to pick the video, and I think this will be the last cat video. Hopefully, yeah. I'm going to finish here. I've had enough cats. So cat. Okay, yeah, just stay there so I can have more pictures. Come on. All right. Let's see how many we have now. So temp. I think I can almost keep everything here. So just there's a chance, right, that some of these I might not clean up these 100%. Yeah, sometimes it happens that the data will have bad data, and you have to expect it in a way. So that's why there's always some data exploration needed at the beginning to make sure that you don't have any outliers or things that are making your data bad. If you don't do that, then you will get some really strange results. What happened there? Why am I? Oh, it went backwards? Oh, because I did that. I know I did that. I did backwards. I went back and forth. Okay, so I should have. Okay, so let's see. Okay, cool. More. More can be better. I think I only need 500 for each, so it's okay. Except birds. I really rather not identify them too much, unless it's a eagle or something like that. If I get an eagle in my garden, I should know about that. To be honest, I'm sure if you live somewhere else in the world. There's someone. Philip Santos. Yes, Portuguese. Yes. Sing. Yes, of course. All right. So fox. We have a cat. I was doing cats. Right. So I have enough cats, and I think I'm going to finish about here. Oh, I still only have like 350 almost. Okay. Do I really want to go any further? Starting to get bored with this. And it's always the same one. The black cat in my life. Hey, come on. Oh, I had a cat fight before in my garden. I even recorded that. That was fun to see. There's the black cat and the brown cat. They got into a fight. I think they were deciding who is the owner of the garden. until the fox showed up, I guess. Okay, so this one should be good one too. So VLC. Right, tools, preferences. This is... You're probably thinking, why don't I just create the Python script for this? Good question. After I've done like 50 videos, I could have done a Python script, but I still would have the same work of trying to delete all the pictures without anything. Yes, I could try and use some AI on top of that, but you want to get your data right. So it's worth spending time on it, because the more time you spend on it, the better it gets. And I'm sure this is going to be a reference data set on Kaggle, like cats and foxes and birds in my back garden. What did I just do? Okay, I changed the prefix. Well, if I get more and more video clips in the future, right, I'll probably make this a bit more easy to do. So I'll definitely create a script, go through all the images, all the videos in a row, and create a bunch of images. I might even apply a model on top of it, just to see, just to give a guess of what kind of animal it is. But I wouldn't take that as a. I would not trust it. I would always go through all the images to make sure they are what they're supposed to be, just to confirm they are okay. You can see the cat is taking its time. It's enjoying the sunshine. So I think this is the last one. I'm definitely finishing here. And yeah, in the next live stream, I'll be doing some coding again, thankfully. But if you're developing a machine learning model, 80% of your time is normally spent gathering your data and cleansing your data. And this is if you're lucky to even be able to gather your own data, because many times you just have to do what you have. And that's where it becomes a bit tricky. Okay. All right, so the cat is having a good time, relaxing. Okay, now it's moving again. Take it easy. Don't disappear. Come on. Okay, don't show up again. That's fine. Right, so I have probably hundreds of images now, and it's more than enough. I think I have cats almost in every frame this time, which is a bit lucky. So think I'm going to just to close the end. I know where it disappears. Okay, so here. So I'm going to do it from here. Okay, right. So I'm good. I'm going to put these images in my data set, and I should have enough. Okay, I have. How did I get to 763? Okay, this is okay. What I'll do anyway, I'll control how many images I will get from each class, so I don't have anything out of balance. And I will also play with the proportions, because I might not want, I don't want to have a bias on birds, right? I don't really want to see. Yeah, it has to be adjusted. Those are hyperparameters that we need to kind of play with and see what happens. For now, I think that's all. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. And in the next live stream, I'll be going back to Jupyter Notebook, and I'll be working on retraining the model with this new data set. And I'll see you again soon. Happy coding.